Good morning. So we are up at the top of Pen y Fan, and I've come here for a special reason today. I've been thinking about making this video for ages, and I thought I'll plan it, I'll research it and take a lot of time making it, and then I thought, no, I'm not going to. I'm going to basically make this video in different parts because it's such an important question. And the important question is, why landscape photography? And I needed to come here to answer that because over 30 years ago was the first time I climbed up this beautiful mountain. And as you can see, there's absolutely naffle view at the top, but there's something quite peaceful and serene about it right now. I really love it. This is one of the most special places, and one of the places I love the most. And it's been a real inspiration for why I'm a landscape photographer. In this fantastic book called The Philosophy of Walking, a writer, Frederick Gross, fantastic, and he's talking about Kant. And he talks about walking, and walking is a really, really big part of landscape photography for me. So here goes. For walking is monotonous by itself. It isn't interesting, and children know it. Basically, walking is always the same, putting one foot in front of the other. But the secret of that monotony is that it constitutes a remedy for boredom. Boredom is immobility of the body confronted with emptiness of the mind. The repetitiveness of walking eliminates boredom. For with the body active, the mind is no longer affected by its lassitude, no longer drawn from its inertia, the vague vertigo, the endless spiral. During this continuous but automatic effort of the body, the mind is placed at one's disposal, and then thoughts can arise, take surface, or shape. And that's a massive part of why I'm here and why I'm talking to you now. It's this ability to basically think clearly when you're out in the environment. It may not even be walking in the landscape, just being in the environment and that rhythm and pace of walking. The next aspect is the sublime, and thinking about a kind of fear and awe of landscape. When you're, well, in fact, before I go into it, maybe I should just read you a quick definition of what the sublime is, just so you've got a kind of idea of what it is. So, the experience of the sublime involves a self-forgetfulness, where a personal fear is replaced with a sense of well-being, security, and when comforted. I think there's more to it than that as well. It's the sense of kind of fear and beauty in the landscape, the sense of you feeling very small within the landscape. It's quite a kind of romanticist kind of view on life, but I think it's utterly essential for making you feel alive. And I think that is another really important element. So, once this cloud clears, because it is a complete whiteout at the moment, I'm going to start taking photographs. And we'll talk more about why I'm a landscape photographer. So, we're here at the wonderful Cribben, looking over towards Pen y Fan. Pen y Fan is just shrouded with a tip of tiny little kind of tip of cloud. It's almost there, the cloud's almost gone. But it's been wonderful. I've been photographing for about an hour here, and I've just been looking at different compositions, watching the light come and go. And it reminds me of something I was talking about earlier, which is the sublime. So the sublime is this idea of this kind of fear and awe of nature. It's a bit of a kind of romantic ideal. But I think that when you take your photographs, I want that photograph to have a little bit of that in it. I think it's really important that your personal feelings come across in that landscape image. And I think that sometimes that is when you're at your most still and that is when you take your best shots. So I've been taking photographs, as I say, in this area over the last hour or so, and I'll put some up on the screen. And each one is just a different composition that's personal to me, trying to kind of apprehend that landscape and turn it into a composition. So, landscape photography. I think more reasons why and more in-depth reasons I'll go into in other videos. But I really wanted to just express my main opinions about it. It gets you out there walking, it gets you engaging. You're looking for light, you're looking for composition. It enables you to kind of get those feelings of the sublime, get those feelings of walking and that meditative process of being in the landscape. So, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.